And you talk about the young guys. One of the guys that was around when you were around and that is somehow still around, at least on a part-time basis, is The Undertaker. Did you see his match at WrestleMania, and are you surprised to see him still going as strong as he is?
Yeah, it does. I am very proud of him. I mean, I do tip my hat to him and go, if there's anybody that's going to come close to having as long a career as I had, maybe even longer than me, it'll be Undertaker. I mean, he's his very first match that he ever had in WWE was with me in the Survivor Series, and we had a few minutes in there, and it's like, you know, I look back on those days, we fought at the SummerSlam in '97, which is still one of my favorite matches I ever had. And, you know, I think, you know, people ask me, like, when did you start feeling differently about WWE? And I can tell you that, you know, like, things softened a little bit when the DVD and different things we did came out. My book got printed, and, you know, but one of the big turning points was me when I watched Undertaker wrestle Shawn Michaels a couple of years ago at WrestleMania, the last time they fought. And I was so blown away by how great both of them were that it kind of got my heart beating again for wrestling. And it was a few weeks after that, or a few months after that, that I called Vince McMahon up and talked to him about maybe doing some kind of a storyline for WrestleMania, and which we did. But that really, the Undertaker was a big part of me going back a couple of years ago. And Shawn, I was very proud of both of them, and it's made me appreciate great wrestling. I mean, I can tell anyone that hasn't watched that match with Undertaker and Shawn, where Undertaker went diving over the top rope and just about drove his head into the you know, the cement on the floor and all that. But it's just such a great match. I think it's maybe the best match of the last 10 years. I was so proud of both of them. It really did light a fire in me about wrestling, and it made me think about what maybe I could do as far as my career went, going back and trying to bury the hatchet with everybody. And it made me even, you know, have some, you know, emotion for Shawn Michaels, who I never had any good thoughts about for a long time back then.
And, of course, since then, you did a sit-down interview with Shawn Michaels, putting out that Greatest Rivalries DVD, which was a fantastic, you know, as someone who was at the Screwjob so many years ago and watched both your careers, it was just a joy to watch. Were you happy with how that DVD turned out, and was that the last time you've spoken to Shawn Michaels?
No, I've talked to Shawn a couple of times since then. Every once in a while we'll shoot each other a text. I shot him a text a few months ago, telling him that I couldn't believe that St. Pierre, his favorite wrestler was Shawn Michaels. It just made me laugh. I ended up texting it to him. I said, I can't believe it. I just heard that St. Pierre said that you were his favorite. And we had a little laugh about that on text. But we have no animosities toward each other anymore. And, you know, I wouldn't say we're like, you know, we don't visit each other every day or anything, or call each other all the time. But we're certainly are cordial with each other and respectful of one another. And it's like that with all, you know, like that DVD that Shawn did with me, you know, was very, very, I thought it was really good on his part to own up to what he did and to sort of do his best to explain himself and kind of, you know, let everyone move on and tell everyone what we were both thinking and how we both felt. And I thought, you know, I had concerns about that when they approached me about the idea of it, that I wasn't going to be honest. But I've learned that with the WWE and the video division, or, you know, the DVD division of the WWE, that they really try hard to be really honest. They've been very, very good with me in that kind of stuff. They don't try to twist the truth. They try to just tell the truth. And I was grateful that Shawn was as honest as he was. And I think if you watch that DVD, I think you can see that Shawn was the one that had a lot of problems, and a lot of what happened, I think he owned up to. And I'm satisfied that when people watch that DVD, they got a pretty accurate sort of story as to what happened and where the tensions came from and what we were both trying to do. And, you know, I was really proud of that. I thought it was really good.
Now, with all that being said, I know Shawn Michaels has a hunting television show where he takes different wrestlers a lot of the times on hunting trips with him. If Shawn were to call you and ask to go on his hunting show and go hunting with him, would you do it?
I probably wouldn't go just because I might be scared I'd shoot him.
Well, Bret, that's a fantastic answer to close this out. You are the man. You are the best there is, best there was, and the best that there ever will be. It's always a great pleasure talking to you and truly an honor. Bret, I want to thank you for taking the time, and also I want to thank you for coming back to Montreal on Monday night. I think it's going to be closure for a lot of your fans, and expect a very, very warm reception, Bret. Emotions will be flowing high, and I look forward to it. Bret, thank you very much.
I just want to say it's an equal moment for me. I can't wait to get there, and it's going to be a thrill of a lifetime to come back to Montreal. I can't wait.